camera down. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. Calling the storm with that urban kick. She's got style and grace like a journalistic trick. From the heart of the city to the outskirts wild, she captures the world like a camera dial. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall. She paints the shades that aren't black or white. In the ink of her stories, there's always some light. No matter where you are, you'll hear her call, echoing the truth, standing tall. Word on the street, justice in the air, bringing you the truth with the Caribbean flair. Celebrities and community, big stories and small. Word brings the light so you don't feel the fall.
Welcome back to the Odyssey Podcast with your girl Word, and of course the First Lady OG. We are back in the building, of course, y'all. I told y'all I will be back, so welcome back to this segment of Turn the Pages. Okay, we are here and we are back. I first want to thank you guys. Shout outs to all the new subscribers. Shout outs to all the new subscribers. I thank you guys for subscribing to me, appreciating my content. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Welcome to the Odyssey Podcast family, because we are definitely a family over here in real time. Okay. Look at the First Lady OG. Yes. Here we go. Yes, the First Lady OG is in the building. And like I said, thank you guys to all the new subscribers. I appreciate you guys so very much. And like I said, you guys are now a part of the Odyssey Podcast family, and you guys are definitely family, okay? And we are family over here. Know that, all right? Now, I always, before I even go any further and dive into the content, y'all know I just have to always appreciate all of my subscribers, down to my bush watchers, down to my replay gang, because you guys are amazing. You guys have been keeping me in the algorithm. I appreciate you guys so much. Can't do this without you guys. So I love you guys so very much for this. Last but not least, y'all already know what I say, my beautiful moderators, because I have the most best moderators, okay? They are so amazing. Just always dropping comments for me, putting me in tune to new things, letting me know new things, or letting me know that they catch the replay. And just, I love my moderators. They are absolutely the best. With that being said, I'm going to hand the mic over to my co-host, First Lady OG. First Lady OG, are you in the building? All right, y'all.
The building, y'all. Definitely in the building. Peace, love, and light. What's going on? How y'all doing? Welcome to the Odyssey Podcast, aka Word of the Street today, y'all. Y'all already know. Y'all hear a little bit going on. I'm doing brunch. I'm doing brunch right now in the background. I definitely stayed up a little bit till today, and it's 2:22 o'clock, so you can't make the alignment up. I appreciate you guys. It means we on the right path. We doing what we supposed to be doing according to divine purpose and spirit. Every phone call I answer, every email that I send is of service and of divine alignment. So you can't make this up. So for a spiritual journey, a truthful journey, you definitely want to ride with us. Again, 222 stands, it's balance and harmony and trust and relationships. So we definitely want you to become part of our village, our tribe, to be a part of the community, to build relationships um, that extend globally. Um, that's Auntie's vision. So, this auntie's a little bit different. She's not only the coolest auntie, but she also the auntie like Pinky. I'm here to save the world. All right, but with that being said, I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all do. Y'all know I'll just be playing the background. OG be playing the rear, to come in with some of that knowledge and wisdom when I be hearing the young folks talk. Y'all know how we be doing it. I love y'all. Thank y'all, everybody. Let's see what's going on. What y'all talking about today? What we talking about, should I say?
Yes, and like the first lady OG just said, what we talking about today is a whole lot of drama. So we're gonna get a little bit messy, and we're gonna, as you know how we do over here. We can get a little bit messy, a little bit. All right. Let me just start off with the messiness, okay? And yeah, everything is a bit messy, I would say, but as you know, through the messiness is always a message, okay? Through the messiness, y'all, there is always a message. Okay. With that being said, my beautiful people, welcome back, family. Welcome back to the Honesty Podcast. And like I said, this is a new segment that I have now started, and I'm so happy you guys are loving it, which is Turn the Pages. And when we turn the pages, you know what we do. We dig into the culture, the rumors, the real life drama behind the headlines. Um, and that's what we're about to do today, y'all. And today we're gonna dive in to, certain scenarios, whatever your thoughts are, you already know, leave it in the comments. I am going to reply to it. You're welcome to drop into the chat, voice your opinion, and give me a second because I will be dropping a link. Because, like I said, Turn the Pages will be an open panel segment for anyone to come up. But let me make a disclaimer. When you do come up, I would just like you to at least show me that you are really a person. And on top of it, I would like it to stay related to the topic at hand. The reason for that is because I noticed that recently I don't know if it was two different people or maybe the same person come up and kind of like troll, as they would say, trolling. So that was what was happening. So now I just want to be a little bit more cautious on who I let up on the panel. But like I said, everyone is welcome to voice their opinion on the topic. All opinions are welcome. Disagree, agree, you're still welcome to voice your opinion. And let's talk about this. Like, let's get into it. All right, y'all. Now, I don't know who or if y'all been up on the Joe Budden podcast, but Joe Budden has had a podcast now for a couple of years now. And if I'm not mistaken, he actually started the podcast like right around the pandemic. Now I'm just going to jump into it so you guys can know the players right now and understand what's taking place, okay? And why I'm bringing it to you because this shit is definitely messy. And I'm a person, I've been following the Joe Budden podcast. I've watched him bring in different people to come in, and I don't know, a lot of people that he brought in, I didn't really see the mesh. It wasn't the way it is now. They have a new person, Mona. I think she fits perfectly into what he's trying to do. I actually think she brings a very bright dynamic, but neither here or there, y'all. If you know, you know. Melyssa Ford, who originally was with Jason Lee. So if y'all know the blogger Jason Lee, Melyssa Ford and Jason Lee was actually doing a podcast together alongside a third guy or whatever have you. And then she ended up getting to an accident and whatever, and Jason Lee and her situation basically ended. Long story short, you guys, For those of you who don't know who Melyssa Ford is, um, she's known as a video vixen. She did a little bit of modeling. She was a media personality for a little while. And like I'm saying to you guys as of right now, she is a podcast host. Okay. Now, Joe Budden, he's the former rapper, now major podcast figure, culture commentator, and finally, Flip. Okay. Someone who came into the fold. But let me make this quite clear. We know Flip personally. First Lady OG, you know the vibe with Flip. He actually had his own podcast and all of that running. I don't know what happened to that, but at one point I was following Flip. Okay, y'all. So check him out because he did have a podcast, and y'all could go check him out. He's probably his podcast is probably still up on YouTube, but now he has joined the Joe Budden podcast, and it's rumors that has been circulating to why allegedly Melyssa Ford has decided that she no longer wants to be a part of the Joe Budden podcast. Now, let's take a moment because I want you guys to frame the dynamic. A high profile woman, a high profile man, a third party entering the story, and the tabloids and the internet love that formula. Now, you heard what I said, because whether it's good or bad, tabloids they still in the public eye, okay? But as always, rumors sometimes have some factual basis to it. So now, what's the rumor? It's been alleged that it has been some kind of romantic entanglement between Melyssa, Joe, and Flip. It was leaked DMs. It was a lot of shit that was passed around and, subliminals during some of the shows that they had. It was a lot of other shit that people were talking about on the internet that looked kind of weird. So, social media is already going to put their speculation in there. Okay. And just for example, I'm telling you, okay, you guys can go. There definitely are YouTube clips, and the titles are there for you to go and probably listen to it yourself and and interpret it how you want to, of Joe Budden podcast rumors of Melyssa Ford versus Flip and these leaked DMs. And we really don't, they like, I've been trying to get some research on these DMs because I really want to know what was said in these DMs, but I have not yet to get my hands on it. But stay tuned, because if I get my hands on them DMs, I would definitely be here talking about it with you all on Turn the Pages, for real, for real. Now, I'm not trying to paint Melyssa Ford in a bad light. I I do know she just has a history um when it comes down to involving herself with certain type of men. And now for me, I'm trying to truly understand how true this story is, just because I don't see the dynamic. I just don't see that whole dynamic with like Queen's Flip, Joe Budden, and Melyssa Ford. Is she messing, or was she allegedly messing with Joe and then messing with Queen's Flip on the side? But the craziest thing about it is because Joe got a woman. Like, Joe has a woman, and he has been very public with his woman. And on the podcast, when they do their shows, I really can't say that um from like Joe's end or even Queen's Flip end that I got any energy of anything towards Melyssa, but I would say that she has I don't know if that's her nature, so that's why I don't want to, I don't know if that's her nature, but she definitely has a way of, if something seems very personal, she cannot hide it. You know what I mean? She's like one of those type of people. So First Lady OG, I just wanted to come in with a little bit of drama. What do you think about this alleged love triangle between Queen's Flip, Joe Budden, and Melyssa Ford? Like, this shit go crazy. I mean, I can't see it, but what's your thoughts? I don't know where First Lady OG is, but I know she'll jump in, and I'll just, like, you already know. I'ma just continue. Okay? For me personally, if that's what she was involved in, you never mix business with pleasure. You feel what I'm saying? And even when she was with Jason Lee, as we know, Jason Lee is a very openly gay man. But they had a personal relationship as far as their friendship went. You understand? And so even when that friendship ended up pretty much di- completely going to shits, I would say. I was trying to say it in a nice way, but it pretty much went to shits. And the only reason I say it went to shits because he end up going on to his podcast to talk about why Melyssa was no longer around. And then she went on other podcasts to speak on why she was no longer around on Jason Lee's podcast. Now, fast forward to now you join the Joe Budden podcast, and now you're in a whole other scandal. Now, like I said, I don't know how true it is, but it go crazy if you were mixing business with pleasure and then dealing with two men. It go crazy if that's what you was doing. I would say that. You feel me? That's where I'm at with that. Okay? That shit go crazy. Now, I was trying to get the First Lady OG's thoughts on that, but I know she's definitely multitasking. So I'm gonna just dive in to our next topic, which is really just running into the last video that I did in regards to Chrisean. And y'all know I posted up on my shorts her crash out, and I actually went back to really listen clearly because the first time of me hearing Chrisean in the airport and having her meltdown, I wasn't able to hear everything clearly. So I went back and I was able to actually listen and hear everything that she was saying. Now, let's talk about it, guys. Okay? She stated, and let's keep this quite clear. If you go back to my last video, I showed footage of Blueface, Chrisean, Chrisean Jr., and a well-known content creator and rapper DDG. They were all in the studio and whatnot. So if you go back to my last video, I showed the footage of them in the studio or whatever have you. And fast forward to her in the airport and me telling you guys about her having a meltdown. And originally, what was put out in the blogs was she was having a meltdown behind the fact of Blueface being seen with Hazel E, that formerly was on Love and Hip Hop, I believe Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, right? And whatnot. However, going back and listening to what Chrisean was saying while she was going through her breakdown, she spoke on him beating her up pretty much and beating her up in front of Chrisean Jr. Um, and her leaving and having to still go to the hospital because he definitely stomped her out. I want to play it. So I'm trying to see what the First Lady OG is doing so that she can talk to you guys while I actually pull up the video so I don't leave no dead air. But let's make this quite clear.
Okay, I'm here. I'm here. I'm in
Oh,
the kitchen, y'all. So and so that's why I'm muted.
yeah,
But
I figured that's what
you
I was
said
just
you
telling
need
him.
a
I
few
said First
minutes.
Lady OG is multitasking. So
Yeah.
let me just say this. Before I'm gonna actually go and pull up the video for us to actually hear it, and then we're actually gonna talk about it and get out. You guys could put your thoughts, like I said, in the comments or in the chats. But
Okay.
before I even pull up the video, I will say this. She is so badly broken that she did not realize
Yeah,
at
those
no
videos you put
point,
up with
yet
trash.
again, that she was willing to downgrade herself to prove a point to be with this person because she has a thought and a vision in her mind of whatever family that her and Blue could have with their son. Now, First Lady OG, I'm going to go on mute. I'm going to actually go and pull up the video, and you guys will just let me know if you can hear it, all right? So, First Lady OG, I'm going to just go on mute and you can take over.
Yep, y'all. Pardon the noise. Y'all know I'm multitasking. But y'all already know as a grandmother coming through on this story, even as a mother coming through with this story, I kind of staying back in the background because I have I have a lot of feelings when it comes to this story, when it comes to this young lady, and I always have, and my daughter knows. I just, not, of course, yes, she's failed herself, yes, but so many people failed her. Like my daughter said, she's broken just to even be where she started. Let you know she was broken. I don't even know where she started. I know she must have started on the reality TV, one of them fight bad girls or something like that. Even if she didn't, even though all of those young ladies, like somebody came to my house to visit and was playing Good Times, that cartoon. So I'm not looking. I'm in the kitchen. I hear a couple of things. I know the voices, and I'm saying to myself, like, dang, I know that voice, but they comedians. So, I laugh at a couple of jokes and I look up and I'm like, what is that? Like, oh, that's Good Times. Like, oh no, that's not Good Times though. I see what they trying to depict it as Good Times. Then the same type of feel or energy like I did from watching Good Times. Just the way that they put the shows up is almost. And people say, "How did you watch, friends over girlfriends?" Because I'm, I'm tired of girlfriends. I'm around girlfriends. I'm a girlfriend. Girlfriends, they depict us so crazy, man. Crazy, crazy. I watched the other girls because that wasn't my life. I wasn't in the midst of their life, so it's different. It's like to me that was entertainment to see what the hell they be doing, sitting in the fucking coffee shop all day chilling while we was see. So don't judge me. I'm different. Anyhow, we gonna I'm not sure how she's playing it. Last time it was like I think it was, I don't know if it was actually the Wi-Fi, but we was having a situation. So hopefully we get to hear it. I don't know if y'all was able to see the actual short um that she had put up in regards to uh this young lady. Again, how I started with her, just saying like I feel so many people failed her. And now that she's grown, she don't even know how to, like, she just failed herself. She doesn't love herself because ain't nobody loved her. There's no way. This baby's almost 2, 3 years old with and everybody's okay. And you can't tell me that you can't do nothing. Because if I was her mother, I'm coming through and I'm snatching. See you when I see you. Come through. Let anybody come see me. Handle it when I handle it, the way I handle it when I have to handle it. I tell you, My grandbaby all up in the studio. You all stupid. You still looking stupid, missing a tooth. Like, you don't like, baby sick because you drink his whole life. Like, this story just too nasty for me. Because at the end of the day, for her being so broken to do that to herself, wasn't nobody there for her. Nobody. 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 Yeah, what you say? Wasn't nobody there for her. She thought Lou was the only person she had. This nigga about to kill her, and she thought that that's all she had. So you know where she came from. She's showing you where she came from. She thought that this was the only person that she loved and trusted. And that is so bound up in her head. Look what she is accepting. She walking around with freaking tooth knocked out. Nigga tattooed on her face. And this is what we look at and we are entertained by and we laughed at. Like, that's my niece, that's my daughter. If I was in the vicinity, I'm coming through. Oh, here come Auntie up on some different shit. Like, y'all are bugging. Give me this goddamn baby. You want to continue to be out there like that? You go ahead. Authorities, come if you want to. Come play with me if you want to, because I'm going to be playing in the backstage as well. Y'all gonna see me take the baby, but in the backstage, there's gonna be nothing that they could do because I'm gonna be on a whole nother route.
All right, y'all. I'm back in the building with it, and I got the video uploaded, so I'm gonna actually go in and let you guys hear it. Just give me a holler if you guys can hear it, all right? I'm about to play it. And this is the meltdown that Chrisean was having, but I want you guys to really listen to what she was saying.
I say, Biggie, this nigga start me out. What? What the? My back still. I still have to go to the hospital. Bro, I told my brother. Then I told my brothers that's locked up. You lucky my brother's locked up. They would have killed you. You can't keep tolerating. Like, I get it, Blue. That's what we was on before you got locked up. But to do that 2026, you doing that? Because the little weird people he co-signing, it's not just him. It's him and an army of demons. Legions. At the arcade, my phone go missing. Then we get into a whoop-de-woo. He stomped me out. Then he have me bark on a live stream. Like, I don't know when the last time I humiliated myself like that. That's probably like 2 years ago when I was with him. Y'all don't even know to have people like that. They deserve to be in a grave or in jail. In jail. Straight up. Care what nobody said. Then he keep going up against me. You can go up against them little small fries, right? But bitch, you can't go up against me. You gonna end up in jail or in a grave. So pick it.
All right, y'all. What is your thoughts on what I just played? First Lady OG, are you in the building? Hello, my beautiful moderators in the building. Sonia, could you hear the video? Do you want me to do a replay? Because I'm not sure if you just came in because I couldn't see once I went in to actually upload the video for you guys to see it. Let me know if you want me to do a replay. But did you guys just hear what came out of her mouth? And then at this point, she's speaking on it as, you know, clearly She's used to it. She's used to the toxic shit and all of that. But my biggest issue with Chrisean is no way that you could have thought that you was gonna go back to a toxic individual that already felt some type of way about you having the audacity to do what you was doing while he was locked up. Okay? And then he proved his point before he even whooped your ass because he said it on stream, letting you know, I ain't forget. Oh, now you looked out for 8 months, but I was locked up for 2 of them years. So that 8 months that you looked out didn't even fucking matter. But to be real with you, it wasn't your job to look out for him. Your job was to solely look out for your child. And maybe he could have probably seen it and respected it and respected you probably even more based on how toxic your relationship is and the disrespect that was there. If you took the time out though to attend to Junior, right? Chrisean Jr., Chrisean G's Jr., the one that you named, okay? You said that that baby is your baby, which is a gift from God, which every single baby is a gift from God. But you not looking out for him in jail, who gives a shit about that? Your thought process should have been like, okay, I looked out for you for 8 months, but you see what I'm doing over here with our son. Because guess what? I made bad mistakes, but overall, I'm making sure that my baby gets the best attention and care that my baby needs. The therapy, from speech therapy, physical therapy, all of it. And I'm out here struggling to get to the bag. And because I have the platform that I have, I'm using it to make sure that I provide for this baby that me and you both brought in the world. You didn't have that to show. You was out here leaving your baby with strangers. Every male that you involved yourself with, Chrisean Jr. was with by themselves till video surface of how neglectful you were. Because at the end of the day, I'm not based on just looking at Bino. You could tell how he treat a female. You think I'm not leaving my baby nowhere. Wherever I go, my baby is definitely gonna go. But guess what's so real? I'm gonna have to figure it out to where I make sure his comfortability is more important than mine. Yes, she is sick in the Sonia, she is sick in the head with it because she's so broken. And I understand that. Broken, broken, broken. But that's why I was saying pride before. If that's what it is, and you keep calling out to Yahweh, Yahweh is giving you the signs. And sometimes you have to make decisions that may break your heart and break you down to build you up. But that's what you're going to have to do to get where you're going. And I am sure and I am positive that Chrisean is broken in every way. So now to bring life into the world, and I thought about it like, damn, at some point, the nurturing part of that motherly instinct don't kick in. And I could understand to a level of it not being able to kick in. You know why? Because she don't even love herself. From the beginning, her involvement, and like First Lady OG said, you understand? She started with being on Blueface show, which was, I guess it was like the Blue Girls or whatever. So Blueface was the one to actually start off the process to what you see now when you look at baddies. Real talk. Okay? This boy bought a house to have a bunch of females in the house of his liking for them to now be able to live with each other, but they all chasing to be with him, or they're chasing to be with him because of the fame, to attach themselves to the fame that he has. Because guess what? I want to be where he at. I want to do what he doing. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Hold on, y'all. I got a call coming in. Give me a second. First Lady OG, if you're in the building, you could definitely jump in whenever you want. Please jump in. Give me a minute, guys.
My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. My bad. I apologize. I apologize. I'm listening. It be taking me a long time to be taking me a minute to find the and I be trying to leave the little hand on the microphone so when I touch it, I could just touch it. Hey, Sonia, my bad. I didn't speak to you because I'm not looking. You already know I'm doing everything and a lot, but I'm never doing too much. Hey, how you doing, girl? Sonia, I do have to let you know, if you have been hitting me, I'm taking care of it, but I haven't taken care of it yet. And same thing, I gotta tell Sleep. I gotta tell him, I gotta give him another email. Like my contact is out right now, and I'm going to get with my niece either tonight or tomorrow so she can help fix the glitch that's going on with my website, which controls my my business email, which is the email that you have my contact at First Lady ENT. So yes, this little girl right here. Oh man. But I want to say she wasn't born sick though. I want to say that. She is sick now, but she wasn't born that way. And I feel like a lot of people feel something. And right now, and to have that baby, and even for the baby to be born the way the baby was born, with fetal alcohol syndrome and all of that stuff, because she was getting high the whole time. You mean to tell me nobody couldn't stop her? Nobody? Maybe you do feel like that ain't what you're supposed to do, but sometimes you go above and beyond. But you'll go above and beyond for a boss. You'll go above and beyond for some damn body else, but you gonna go above and beyond for your damn kid? I'm going above and beyond. I'm moving in. I'm bringing her to my house. She's never being pregnant, getting high, staying in the fucking studio, getting high and doing all that. Excuse me, YouTube, for my mouth. I'm working on it. This is why I don't go live. It's exactly why I don't go live, y'all. Not because I don't want to, but my passion sometimes. And yes, I know. I'm working. I'm a work in progress as well. I'm learning to express myself in my passion and at the same time still being able to keep myself in still in the spirit of giving for which it is, because it is. I am giving knowledge, so I need it to be, received. So I have to, but understand the difference between passion and anger. You understand what I'm saying? So
it definitely is understood, and I think your passion definitely shines through what you say and how you say it and what you are doing. And this is the thing about it. You're only passionate about what you're involved in doing, and what definitely means a lot and holds a certain amount of significance. With that being said, you already know the vibes. Let me drop this second video of Chrisean in the airport. This is part 2 of her in the airport, and she's still going through the breakdown and the meltdown. And we are going to dive into just discussing what that's looking like at this stage in the game. And please understand, it's not only Chrisean, it's more than one Chriseans that's out here that's suffering, going through mental illness, don't understand where to go, how to go about getting help, all of those things. Like, real talk.
When he stomped me out, and I looked at him, I said, "It's crazy because you're going to be Friday." Me too. It's 2 pieces.
You okay, man?
I needed it. It's like the second person that walked up to me and prayed for me. The first lady.
This is one piece. Are we sitting in this on the aircraft?
No, it going under the plane, so it's one piece. And then you gotta put one right here.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I have them. All of my books.
Yeah, all I say is keep praying. Thank you. Your blessing is based on your vulnerability. So if you're pretending that you're okay, stop. It's not even gonna work.
So that was the second part of Chrisean's breakdown and how she was feeling. And I want to say this, you know what I mean? If I were her sister or a friend, a very good friend, or maybe a cousin or somebody just close to her that she felt some type of attachment to, I will, for myself, will first let her know how far she came, how far she's able to go. But in order to continue on her journey, she has to take a few steps back and understand and stand in her truth in order to move forward. And I say this to say, because as the First Lady OG is here in the building, that was something that she told me. And she said, once you stand in your truth, like, it's nothing nobody can say, nothing can hurt you because you already have stood in it and you're not there anymore. So now what the progress looks like is way more different versus you not being able to stand in it. And that's why everything that comes your way is going to allow you to stay stuck where you're at. And even like I say, I come on the Odyssey podcast and I speak on different topics, and I speak on it from a place to always deliver a message, because Chrisean is a young woman that is in the public eye, and how she got in the public eye was how she got in the public eye. I really don't want to go too much deep into it. Why? Because I've spoken about it in part one. So go check out my first video that I dropped, and you guys will definitely get insight on my thoughts to why I'm not going to go anymore into diving deep into that part of her situation. Because when you're young and you are going through things and you don't have a stable environment and you've had people around you that was supposed to protect you that didn't protect you, and then you got so used to the abuse, and like I said, like from dealing with physical abuse allegedly, and I just say allegedly, let me make this clear. I only say allegedly because of YouTube. I don't never try to negate a young person's story and when they're speaking and what their situation is or what that may have looked like. So I don't, go as deep as trying to speak in a way of judgment. But I say that to say that's why I'm using the word allegedly. Um, but through everything that Chrisean has seen and we have watched her, you know what I mean? You can tell that she is unable to care for herself at the moment, and she's unable to take care of Chrisean Jesus Jr. And I'm not going to say that she doesn't love her baby, but she doesn't know how to love her baby and she doesn't know how to express it because she doesn't even know how to love herself. And she is definitely in a motion of not realizing if you're going to say that you are going to a path of where you want to change your life, then all of those bad, what let's just say bad things that
But
really
those videos
cause you
that you
pain.
show,
That's why,
they're very like
yeah.
they don't show that. They don't show that. They show like she's really like lost and broken, like she sounds crazy. Like he stomped me out and
Well,
I
that's
just
what
heard
I'm saying. She
it
is.
just like
She is lost.
bananas, bro. It's like she is just so and
But
everybody's just
listen,
like
she is lost. She's
people's
very lost.
recording
She's very broken.
people still putting her on TV. People still recording her. Like, where's the people that's actually trying to save her? Like, where they at? Where those people at?
No, right now, when Blueface was around, and even she came on the scene. You see what I'm saying? What How she was built in the situation to be in the public eye was the toxicity of Blueface and her relationship. Her fighting the mother, her getting jumped by the sister and the baby mother. That's how her teeth got knocked out. Like all of that was a spectacle, you know what I mean? And they made a lot of money out of it. One of Because like I said, when she came into the fold, she came into the fold because Blue bought a house and he had a bunch of girls in there and Whack 100. So for those of you guys who are familiar with Whack 100, Whack 100 was the organizer behind Blues Girls or Blue House Girls or some shit like that. So it was actually supposed to be what the baddie is right now. That's what it was supposed to be. But it didn't turn out that way because they both were too toxic. It was so much different things going on. But she definitely fought her way to be where she is with him because she was willing to allow herself to totally be run down, disrespected in all types of ways just to be in his space. And that just showed how much she is lost and she doesn't know who she is and she doesn't love herself, but more or less probably thinking on surviving and trying to probably also think about her loved ones that she probably left behind as well, despite what they probably have did to her. You know what I mean? Chrisean comes from her mom being addicted. I checked out Blueface and his new girlfriend. She seems like trash and they get these women so fast. Uh, don't that Hazel got kids to all this all this is messy. Well, I'm gonna tell you something, Sonia. You are 100% right. So while Blue was locked up, he ended up dealing with a new girl, which her name was Angela. Angela was supposed to be a part of the new episodes that they got right now. So right now they got a series that they got going on. Two episodes has aired. Angela was supposed to be a part of the first episode of him being released and coming home from jail. She didn't want to be a part of it because she wasn't willing to put up the money for, I guess, the limousine and all of that and not be able to fully participate throughout the whole process. So she completely was like she ain't doing it. So now they're not having no association as of right now. And that was supposed to be the new girl. Hence why he showed up with Hazel E. Now, Hazel E ended up getting pregnant by a very young kid. And Hazel E is about like 45 now, or maybe 46. At that time, and when Hazel got pregnant, she had to been like 40 or 41 when she got pregnant, and she went through so many complications, high risk, whatever. But the young man she got pregnant by was about 26 or 27 years old. But I remember very vividly, but they're no longer together. They got a divorce. He was beating her up. They went, TMZ ended up getting footage of certain things. She released a statement. But since that situation, Hazel E and her baby father has been not together for a very long time. Yes, it is very messy, but Blueface also knows what he's doing. Because, like I said, with this new show, what he doing? They got to promote the show. What promotes shows? Drama. All the toxic shit is what promotes shows. And that's why he did what he did. Now, mind you, let's go even more into it. When this boy came from jail, his kids, his daughter from his first baby mother, his daughter and his son was present along with um not Clarissa Shields, but it's Clarissa, which is Blueface's mom. I just want to clarify that because sometimes people you say it and it sounds crazy and it almost sounds similar. But Blueface's mom, Whack 100, a group of security or whatever, was there when Blueface was released or whatever have you. The next day after that, which goes into the second episode, is where he gets all his kids together. When Chrisean shows up to the house with the baby, like I said, same routine. His mother is there, security. Now, his father is there, his biological father is there, and then his mother's husband is there as well. And now Krishan shows up, and it's almost about to be a shit show. But the reason why they really needed her to show up is because they wanted to re-swab the baby to make sure that Krishan Jr. is his. So look forward for episode 3 because definitely I will keep you guys updated to find out if Blue knows for sure if Krishan Jr. is his. Now, they get to a place where Blue rented out for the kids to be at, to play, and whatever have you. And Krishan goes live on her phone, which causes the first baby mother that let me say this right, Blueface first baby mother to feel some type of way because she doesn't want Krishan around her 2 kids. So she's like, I'm pulling up. So then a big fight happens, and I guess that probably will be shown probably episode 3, episode 4. But let me just make this right clear. When it comes down to Blueface, he's trying to make himself get back into the picture, get himself rolling again. He's back in the studio with DDG, making music as well. He has also just been doing a lot of interviews since he's been home. So he's definitely trying to put himself back into the public eye. Now, let's go back to Krishan. It's no way that you thought that he went in and that he was going to come out a different way based on even the conversations that you guys were having while he was incarcerated. Because while he was incarcerated, she was doing the baddies thing and she was also doing a few podcast interviews or whatever. And she was saying that her and Blue are not together and she's not planning on being with him. And that's what landed her with being with multiple other guys. My thing is this: you could have did all that being not with child. You did all of that and not caring of understanding your baby. But like I said, and I want you guys to understand what I'm saying. There's no way that she could love that baby if she don't begin to love herself. and begin to want to care for herself and do right by her in order to look at that baby that is the reflection of her to want to do better for that baby. You know what I mean? Her baby that she pushed out. This man got a show. Yes, yes, he got a show. Right now, they are actually streaming a show through YouTube. And like I said, I'm gonna continue to follow it, Sonya Girl, and I'm gonna keep you updated. And if you guys are familiar with DDG is also right now assisting him. And before Blueface got locked up, he had a lot of assistance. And right now, that's what they're pushing right now. This particular show, which is supposed to show Blueface coming home from his jail, being a family man, also loving what he does as far as the music. He also used to play football. So they're just trying to basically give you a series of what's happening and what would be happening in Blueface life and even the women he'll be dating or if whatever. And let me tell y'all something else is so crazy because and I'm gonna clip it. I gotta clip it up and actually put it up there for you guys. But he was on live having a conversation with another female while Chrisean was right there telling the other female that he wants to put it in her rear end. And she said to him, well, my area in the front is wet. And he was like, no, well, you need to get some lube because I really might just want to put it in the back end. So allegedly what is being put out here is that the reason why he likes it to be in the back end all of a sudden is because he sat for 2 years and it seemed like he was involved in other shit, right? But let me make it even more. A transgender recording drops of Blue talking to a transgender female. Okay? And oh my God, my computer's about to die. Of a transgender female, and it go crazy. But just stay tuned for that because I will be uploading that. So I ain't gonna give you too much on that. But just stay tuned for that. I'm glad you watched this because I wouldn't. Let me tell you, Sonya, I'll tell you the truth. With Chrisean, I feel that she could be something powerful and great if she allows herself the opportunity. I speak about it as well, though, because, like I said, she's in the public eye, but it's a lot of neglectful moms out here that are unknowingly neglectful, right? And the reason why I say they're unknowingly knowing that they're neglectful is because of them being indoctrinated into the life that they grew up in. So they're only doing what they are taught. They're only doing what they know. And at this stage in the game with Krishan, does every human being at some point know right from wrong? Yes, 100%. And she does definitely know right from wrong, but then it comes into a place of being in a spiritual warfare with self, and especially her involving herself in certain things and her energy and her spirit in certain things to try to be in a certain position when she should have, if she say like how she always comes on and speaks on Yahweh and God and this, that, and the third. And like she just stated right before I ended this live, the same message that she's spreading out when she speaks upon God, she has to believe that. And she's not in belief of it. She's just saying it because what it sounds like coming out of her mouth makes her feel like she's exuding some type of good energy by saying it, but she's not applying it. So that's why, for me personally, these are the ones that we need to capture. Like the First Lady OG says, like it gets very emotional because the saddest thing about it is if you were to think about having a daughter and I'm going to put it for me, right? I have a daughter, and I try to love her and nurture her, and definitely always going to try to guide her in the best path because I just want the best for her. We make our children, we don't make their minds. So even some of our girls, they're coming out of good homes, right? But when they get outside in the elements, things and behaviors, oh,
My bad, y'all. Steady talking. I forgot I muted myself because my friends came
I
down.
want to make sure. Okay, this is the one. Okay,
So
cool.
I
Uh,
wasn't, I apologize. I didn't even know I was muted. But I forgot I muted myself because they came down here and was rather loud.
All right, can you guys hear me? My my computer died, y'all. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. I was saying, because Sonia was like, what? No, I was saying that, even when you do your best and you grow up your children and do your best growing them up in the best environment, providing the best that you can for them, it's so crazy because even with that, when the elements hit and they hit the world, you don't know what their choices is going to look like, and all you could do is basically hope and pray about what their choices is going to look like. But what I do feel is that
But you
having
see how they,
someone that's going to hold you accountable and make sure, because that's the thing about it. Chrisean is not being held accountable. She's it's crutches because as she's in the public eye, everybody's on top of certain things and she has certain crutches that's in her inner circle. You know what I mean? So she's not being held accountable. So now looking at her, that's the definition of, like I said, a lot of Chriseans that's out here. And like I said, some Chriseans are not coming from broken homes, but are broken in different ways. You feel what I'm saying? And now not understanding that in order for you to move forward, you have to take accountability for your choices and your actions. But yes, Sonia, my love, my beautiful moderator, that's what I was saying in regards to just like what I'm seeing with this whole Krishan situation. And continuously, she has continuously dug a hole for herself. And like you said before, Sonia, she is sick and she does need to be healed. She's sick emotionally, she's sick and internally. She's becoming sick physically and looking sick physically, and she definitely needs to understand to go forward. She has to do the work. So if she says she believes in a higher power than herself, then she has to be able to stand in her truth and put all of what her faith is into that higher power that she states that she believes in every time she goes in the studio and lay an album, or every time she turns on her Instagram to go live. That timing that she
she
does
need to
that, she
forget
needs
the
to take that
Instagram
moment.
live. She need to forget the studio. She need to forget
Yes.
Instagram live.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to forget all
Yep.
of that.
100%.
She
She
needs to
needs
go
to.
home, and somebody needs to take her home and get her right and remove the baby from her care. Should have been done. She never should have had the baby. Should have never left the hospital with the baby because of the way the baby was born. At the end of the day, Sleepy, what's up, love? Hey,
Yes.
I've
Hello,
been thinking about
Sleepy.
you. I've been thinking
Hi.
about you. I need. I apologize. I have not gotten out to you because my email. I'm having a situation with a glitch in my technical things in the back. So I'm supposed to be taking care of that this afternoon. So I want to give you another email to contact me so I can give you my number.
Are you able to drop it in the chat or?
Yeah, could you type it? The First Lady Alita at Gmail.
Okay, let me do it right now.
Hold on, y'all. I'm at the stove. Y'all know I'm doing it. Y'all know I'm at the stove. Y'all. But yeah, the First Lady Alita at Gmail. That's good.
Why is it not making me put it in right? At Gmail?
Mm-hmm. Yes, y'all. So hit me up, the First Lady Alita at Gmail. Put my contact. I'm gonna let y'all know when I'm back in the break with that. But for right now, hit me up on that, and then I'm gonna touch base with you.
Yes, most definitely.
So you've been
But
asking,
I say this.
huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking because I'm on my phone. I'm not on the computer, so it's like
Okay.
It's like an overlay. So I apologize for that.
No. No, I was just
But
telling you, I apologize because you've been asking me to connect, but I just really found out that the email wasn't working.
okay. Oh yes. We were speaking about that before.
Yeah.
But y'all, like I'm gonna say, if you see somebody that you care about, that you notice maybe going through something, and definitely if it's children involved, say something to them. You know what I mean? Try to build their spirits, try to get an understanding to where their mental is.
Make
Because
sure you put the in front of it.
I'm sorry, put the in front of what?
It's the First Lady Alita.
Okay, let me do that over. So hold on 1 minute, Sleepy. Disregard that other one. I'm gonna actually remove it. So give me a second. Disregard that one. Hold on. Can I get it? Okay, great. So disregard that one, and I'm actually gonna put this one in there. But if you know somebody, it could be somebody that you see.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Sometimes they need to hear a word.
So there was nobody around her this whole time? Nobody?
Okay, so everybody that's going to be around her is going to be, yes, man. Well, I'm going to tell you the truth. It's a sad to say that prior before she got her baby, her sister, I think it was the eldest sister that was taking care of Chrisean Jr. But the eldest sister that was taking care of Chrisean Jr. also has her own responsibilities, and she was doing it, but also telling Chrisean, you have to assist me with certain things if I'm going to take care of him, because it's certain things that he needs, right? And he's special needs, so it's definitely different. And
Right.
she then,
Certain things that she can't
right,
do because she's not the mother. Right.
okay. And so she basically, Chrisean, being in her feelings and not understanding what it really is, decided she wanted to go get Chrisean Jr. out of the care of her sister. And the sister really didn't want to give the baby back, it seems like. So then Chrisean called police and said that her sister was holding a baby and didn't want to give the baby back, and it went through a whole motion of that. And this is why right now all the sisters, so it's, I believe it's like Chrisean, Takashi, and it's Tareen, and another one, and I'm not sure, I think Tareen is the oldest one
All
or
of
the
them
last one, but it's,
and
yeah,
they can't stand together and just keep that baby and fuck her. But she don't.
they all got shit going on. Where's Joe? Listen, check it out when I tell you. Listen, Joe got a podcast. He's had this podcast since right around the pandemic. And Flip his podcast is not no longer up, but right now Joe and Flip are on the same podcast, but Flip is under Joe's podcast pretty much. And like I said before, if you go back and you run this beginning of the video, I gave the rundown of the alleged love triangle between Melyssa Ford, Joe Budden, and Flip. And I don't know, but it go crazy. I mean, in my thoughts, like I said, it go crazy. So with that being said, I appreciate you for pulling up in the building. And I don't like to say people's name wrong. First Lady OG, can you say that for me? Because I don't want to say it.
What's that?
Aquitus.
Yeah.
I said it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I was like, I'm trying not to say the name. Oh, so yeah, Aquitus, I thank you for pulling up. Yo, check out the first beginning of the video because that's actually what I talked about first. I talked about the whole love triangle, like I said, between Melyssa Ford and Queen's Flip and Joe Budden. And I will say it again, all of this right currently is alleged as far as the love triangle goes, but it is leaked DMs, and that's why I'm keeping it alleged until I can get my hands on the DMs. And I don't really know if it was, Melyssa and Joe messing around on the side, and her and Flip were doing something that was public. I didn't really see it go public, but when I say public, public within the group that they have. But what I would say is that because like I said, Joe got a girl. Joe ain't never denied he got a girl. Joe definitely went public with his girl. You know what I mean?
I heard Joe was sweet though.
What happened to Joe's Texas? Listen, you must be. What happened to Joe's Texas, boo? Listen,
I heard Joe was sweet.
yeah, I heard a lot of shit, man. This is the thing. I heard a lot of things, but I don't know who Joe Texas is.
Equitas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Equal. Equity. Equal. Equitas DM per diem was Day Productions. Equitas. I thought you was pronouncing the word acquitted.
No. Because he talking about putting a ring on that.
I'm not looking. I'm
What?
at the show.
He's talking about putting a ring on that Houston shorty. Well, listen, I'm hearing a lot of things, but I'm telling you right now, I'm definitely gonna stay posted on it. Like I said, right now, what hit is this scandal with this Melyssa Ford. And like I said, it's crazy because you go back, you could look at the dynamic a little bit. I don't think if you go back and you look at their dynamic, if you could really tell from the perspective of Queen's Flip and Joe, if anything was really personal when it came down to her. I think that a lot of times when she spoke on certain things or whatever have you, it seemed personalized to her. And like I said, sometimes people speak and they get personal with the shit. So for me personally, I'm gonna keep my ears open. It's crazy, ma, because we know Queen's Flip personally, but definitely some crazy shit. Would love to talk them, love to hit them up and figure out what the hell, there's no love triangle involving Joe. Most of it came with her messing with what Imani and her past relationship with Mark Lamont. Oh, thank you, Visualize. Thank you, Visualize You. I appreciate that. And you see what I'm saying? Like the blogs be hitting shit so different. That's what I'm saying, allegedly. Because the blogs hit some shit so different. So Visualize, did you happen to hear about like the leaked DMs? Because they was definitely saying some shit about the leaked DMs. And I was aware of the whole Mark Lamont relationship. I wasn't aware of this other relationship that you mentioned with Imani or whatever. Imani. I would say Imani. But yeah, not too familiar with that. Melyssa, and listen, y'all, forgive me because sometimes tired, tongue tied, all of that. Because a girl work overnight,
It's 3:32, and I need to get some rest, but I still gotta go and get my baby. So yeah, y'all already know. Oh, okay. I definitely know he might definitely hit, but that's just because he's pro and packing. Okay, he's pro and packing. Yo, okay. I love y'all. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. Why didn't I have not? Listen, y'all. I will be back. I was supposed to be dropping my link, but I appreciate you see, you guys are beautiful people here to talk and give and put your thoughts in and put things in that I'm not even aware about. You know what I'm saying? Just like-minded, giving information. The DMs involve Melyssa asking for favors for Joe and Joe's girl. Shady cut that shit. What? What? So visualize you said the DMs involve Melyssa asking for favors from Joe and Joe's girl. Shady cut that shit out quick. Whoa. That's disrespectful though. But that's mad disrespectful. What did I say though? Based on just her history, and it's like it's something. Yo, you lit for that. Oh, Shardy. Oh, am I saying it right? Shardy? Sade. It says Sade. Which one is it? Shardy or Sade? Am I saying it right, y'all? Listen, y'all. They got a lot going on. Especially on this little ass phone when I should be on my computer. But what? Y'all putting me on. Y'all look, I got put on. Okay, that's what I was saying. Like, okay, because the way it's coming across, right? When if we want to say pronunciation, come on, guys. If we're gonna talk about the pronunciation part, right? All right, I'm pronouncing it the way it look. I don't know, but thank you. Like the singer Sade, yes, but that's crazy. He's an ex-adult film star. Who's an ex-adult film star?
Oh,
Who is the ex-adult film star? Talk to me. Who? I want to be nosy.
what?
That go crazy. Listen, I
What?
got 5 more minutes. I got 5 more minutes. I got 5 more minutes, y'all. But that go crazy.
Oh,
But I appreciate you guys. And when I tell you, you are my subscribers that I fall in love with. You know what I mean? While hoping to become subscribers. But you guys are the ones that I fall in love with because this is what I'm looking for. Voicing your opinion, putting things in there, allowing to share information, things that people don't know about that you are aware about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love you guys for this, man. Like, this right here is what I enjoy doing. This makes everything to me. Yo, listen here, y'all. I am going to be coming back and I will be dropping my link. And please feel free to come up. Okay, like I said, the Odyssey podcast is a place where you can voice your opinion. Whether you agree with the topic, you disagree, it's a safe place, no judgment, and it's just all about conversation and being able to learn from each other and definitely get diverse opinions on different subjects to be able to really stand out, y'all. I love you guys. Look,
Imani.
visualize you. Visualize you. I feel like I know you personally for some reason. Okay. They probably talking about Imani and him being in a relationship with
Monet
Mon
Divine.
Divine, an
Monet
ex
Divine.
Mon who?
Monet Divine.
Monet. Okay, so okay, got you. Okay, it's not
I
coming.
mean, I
Okay.
don't know who it is. I'm just guessing that that's how you pronounce it.
Well, no, I would guess it too if that's the way I would say it too. I mean, when you want to type in quick, okay, really? Ugh. Y'all, I'm gonna get better at this, y'all. I'm gonna get better as far as trying to because on my computer is a little bit different on a phone, and then I'm touching stuff, and then it's
Yeah, it's
cutting me off
definitely
and bringing
different
me
on your
back.
phone.
Oh
But
my
yeah,
God.
thank y'all for coming through. I hope I even said it right. Equitize DM Production. Visualize you. And to everybody else in the building, Sleepy, Sonia, all of y'all, please definitely make sure y'all go over to Auntie House Unlocked and click that bell over there to subscribe so you don't miss the live. That's where you're gonna come and have conversations about true freedom and what that really means and why there's nothing to be afraid of because it's your birthright. And with that being said, please make sure y'all come over there and, hit the bell, subscribe to the channel, and I will start putting some information soon. Oh, phone's going off, y'all. Phone's going off, y'all.
So with that being said, you guys, I love you guys so, so very much. Thank you for all of the support. I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 second.
I apologize, y'all. We still live. I apologize. I went upstairs. But did the live end? I'm not even sure what's going on right now, y'all. I apologize. Looks like where's my phone? Oh, here it is. Okay. What did she say we was doing, guys? Did she fall off? Did she end the live? It still says the live is going though. So y'all hear me? I apologize. I didn't know what was going on. I ran upstairs. I thought she was ending. Well, I'm here. I know she's gotta go. Oh, she might not have to go, so maybe she's on the phone to not have to. I've got my little lunch on the plate, y'all. For all the health stories I give out, I wouldn't know. Like I said, if they won't eat it, don't mean that's what everybody be doing. I do my smoothies and everything. And yep, I do make that stuff that people like because I got that catering going on. So yeah, I be cooking the good stuff. But I'm telling y'all, it's not good for you. It's not. It's not good for you. It's good to you, but it ain't good for you. So I'm being honest and transparent. But if people want to pay for it, they want it. I'm gonna make it. They buy it. That's what they want. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like, y'all. Most definitely. Please do. Please do. Hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe so you never miss a live. But definitely hit the like button. Keep it in the end. Algorithm, like, dislike, whichever one. You know how she say, as long as we in the algorithm, that's what matters. Nothing really matters.
Ooh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm back in the building. I love you guys so much. Shout out to all of my subscribers, Bush Watchers, Replay Gang. Y'all already know the vibes. Last but not least, my beautiful, beautiful moderators and all of my new subscribers. Mommy. I love you guys. My baby's in the building. Y'all already know the vibes. Gotta go take care of her, get her situated, get her something to eat. We will be back, y'all. I appreciate you guys dropping in, dropping your thoughts. Make sure, feel free to leave any comments if you go back and watch my previous videos. Yes.
Did you give me yogurt?
You want your yogurt? Yes. So with that being said, y'all, this is the Odyssey Podcast with your girl Word and of course the First Lady OG. Please subscribe, hit the like button, notification bell. So every time we go live, you will be notified. Yes, baby.
Give me the yogurt.
Peace, love, and light from my family to yours.
Mommy, they gave me yours and the cookies.
Yes, I'm gonna give you both.
Please come on.
Alrighty, so y'all hear it. Y'all hear this right here. Come on. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all. Peace. Until next time.
Come on, Mom.
I'm coming, baby.
And this